Find f of x if f dash x is this expression, f of x equals 0 when x equals 4. Just note here that it's very likely that you would get this expressed to you as f of 4 equals 0. And you're supposed to spot that this is the x value and this is the y value. So, let's just think about that. So that is going to be x squared plus x plus 1 over root x, which of course is x to the half. That means it's x to the power of 2 over x to the half plus x to the 1 over x to the half plus 1 over x to the half. Now when we divide, we subtract indices. So this is x to the 3 over 2 plus x to the half plus x to the negative a half. So f of x is going to be the integral of x to the 3 over 2 plus x to the half plus x to the negative a half with respect to x. So that's x to the 5 over 2 divided by 5 over 2. But remember, keep, flip, change. Dividing by 5 over 2 is the same as multiplying by 2/5. This is going to be x to the 3 over 2 divided by 3 over 2. By the same token, this is multiplied by 2/3. And then we have x to the half divided by a half. Dividing by a half is the same as multiplying by 2 plus a constant. Now there's various ways you can deal with these powers. What I'm going to do is say that this one is the square root of x to the power 5. This one is the square root of x to the power 3. This one is just the square root of x plus a constant. Now, f of 4 is 0. So that's going to be 2/5 times the square root of 4, which is 2 to the 5. Then we've got 2/3, the square root of 4, which is 2 cubed, plus 2 times the square root of 4, 2 times 2 is 4, plus a constant. So we have 2/5 of 32, add 2/3 of 8, add 4, which is 332 over 15, and therefore C is the negative of that. So negative 332 over 15. And so we can say that f of x is, now you could express it this way, you could express it this way. I'm going to express it differently again here. If you think about x to the 5 over 2, that's x to the 2.5. So I could do that as x squared root x. And that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to say that that is 2/5 x squared root x. And then the next one would be 2/3 x root x. Then we've got plus 2 root x. Take away 332 over 15. And now we need to look at this one. Once again, I'll just make a note here that often you might have that expressed to you as f of 0 equals 3. And then you're supposed to discern that the x value is 0 and the y value is 3. So f of x is going to be the integral of cos 2x plus pi by 6 dx. Now, think about the cycle. Cosine is going to integrate to sine. The argument never ever changes. So it's still 2x plus pi by 6. We would need to divide by the differential of the inside function. So dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by a half. And then we add our constant. Okay, we can now use the information. 3 is going to be a half, if x is 0, of sine pi by 6 plus a constant. And the sine of pi by 6 is 1 you should know. Sine of pi by 6 is a half. So half times a half is a quarter. And of course 3 is 12 quarters. And that gives me that C is 11 quarters. So f of x here is going to be a half sine 2x plus pi by 6 plus 11 over 4.